iPhone 17. It just got released a few days back. I think now is available for pre-order. Today is the 13th. Yeah, I think you guys can pre-order it already. I'm not here only talk about the new iPhones because there are plenty videos. Actually, the iPhone 17, my opinion, is the most beautiful. It looks very nice actually. It's very thin. I know that thin design is not what makes a phone, but nowadays all the phone can do everything. What does really differentiate one phone from the other? I would say it's the design and the UI, the user interface. Other than that is personal choice, whichever you like better. But in my case, I give a chance, equal chance to all the product. So I started by using, actually at the time I had a Nokia with the Windows, for whoever remembers. So Nokia used to make smartphones with Windows software. And then after that, I switched to Android. Actually, I had an Android Samsung Galaxy A3. After Samsung Galaxy A3, I switched to my first iPhone 6s. I have to say, that iPhone lasted me so long. It lasted me like 5 years. It is the one that served me the best. It was slim. It was powerful, at the moment at least. All around a really good phone. From someone that switches platform every time he buys a new phone, this decision was long due for me. But not because iOS is better than Android or Android is better than iOS or Samsung is the top smartphone or no, you should go with Pixel is the better one or you should go iPhone because iOS is better. No, I just find that for me, iOS and Apple in general, they do things better. Much easier. I don't know what it is. Maybe the design. If you guys watch the Apple keynote, you guys will notice how curved design iPhone has. It just repeats everywhere. In and out, hardware and software. You have the round icons, you have the round iPhone, you have pillow-shaped aisle, and then the earphones are pillow-shaped. I feel like iPhone is very uniform in all it does. And if you guys notice, if you guys go back to the iPhone 5 or 4, 5S, the square boxy design, if you guys see the UI of iPhone at the time, or the iOS, it was square and boxy. It was very geometrical. Right now, they're switching to the more rounded shapes, and actually the software is rounded too. So that's how much thinking Apple puts in their product. And that's why they sell. Not because of the function. Yes, because of the function, but they sell an experience. I'm not here to just to say like, oh, iPhone, iPhone, iPhone. No, I'm currently using Samsung. But I'm gonna switch. And here's why. And yes, one of the biggest problems I'm currently having with my S23 is the build quality. Not the screen. The screen is great. Actually, Samsung screen is actually the best ones. I personally prefer them over any screen, regardless of TV or smartphone. But the speaker. I already changed this speaker one time. I don't know what is going on, but this top ear speaker just keeps cracking. The voice is rattling. I don't know if the speaker is blown. I already gave the Samsung back to be changed, but no, it keeps breaking and I don't know, it's just ruining my whole user experience. So yeah, big no build quality. Next point that brings me wanting to change to iPhone is the UI. As I mentioned before, the UI is one of the main points for me. Don't get me wrong, I get it. Samsung, you can customize everything. You can customize the color, you can customize the icon size, the location of the size, how many icons you want to show in a page. You can customize most of the things that in iPhone, to tell the truth, you can't, okay? You can't customize that much in iPhone. But the problem is, I don't want to. Honestly, I don't want to waste my time customizing the UI. Because in the end, whenever I download a new app, it gets messier. I have to go search where I put it, and then I have to put it on the homepage. I mean, I understand it just sounds like I'm lazy, but honestly, the problem is most of the time I end up using the search bar. Thank God they have it, because from all the app that this phone has, especially the pre-install app, it just gets messier. Like, it feels like a job to go and search the app and then use it. I know they have this, actually I'm using it currently. They have this banner, this widget where the most recurring app you use that always popping off. Thank God they have that function at least, because that's a lifesaver. I don't have to go look for the app. Talking about app, this brings me to my other point. Apps designed for iPhone, they look better. They simply look better. WhatsApp, Instagram, TikTok, all those apps, they're designed for iPhone. For as weird as can be, the iPhone experience is just more enjoyable on all the social medias, recording video, uploading, color quality of the upload. It's a no wonder that all the content creators are using iPhone to create content. But for me, the apps are simply designed better on an iPhone and more enjoyable. When it was new, it was no problem. But now, even after 1 year down the road, there are some bugs that I thought they would fix. They're still there. Like, I connect my phone to the Android Auto, and every time I connect is a nightmare. But not nightmare because it doesn't connect or it doesn't work on the screen of the car. It's a problem on the phone. When I open Google Maps on my phone, it will automatically freeze. If it's connected to Android Auto and I open it, it will freeze. I even went to the Samsung store because I was having that problem with the speaker, as I told you before, and they said, "Oh, it's just a bug. There's nothing we can do. We have to wait for an update," and blah 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 blah. These things with iPhone don't happen, and even if they happen, you know what iPhone does? It will see it because, of course, every time something is wrong with an iPhone, people make a big deal out of it, like, "Oh wow, iPhone should never be." No, bugs can happen, but iPhone fixes right away. Samsung, still lagging. I'm still opening the maps and freezing, and I have to restart the phone. So performance for me, it's not what I was expecting from a $800. That's what I paid because there were deals or something. Anyways, this is what I pay on launch, and I'm not happy with it. Fourth point that make me wants to change to iPhone is the camera. So no matter what everybody else says, for me, the Samsung camera is absolutely inferior to the iPhone cameras. The color looks fake, the image looks fake. Yes, I find that Samsung gives you more option to adjust every single parameter of a picture, of a video, picture, or whatever you're taking. But if I wanted to do that, I would buy a mirrorless camera. I would buy a camera, DSLR, something that gives you way more control and is faster to control. The whole point of recording and taking picture with a smartphone is the point and shoot. I take the camera, I point it to my subject, record, shoot. That's it. That's why I want to switch. I like to shoot videos, I like to record, I like to take pictures. And yes, I do like the freedom of modifying the footage with adjusting whatever color and this and that. But honestly, I would do that on an editing software. I wouldn't do it on the phone. On the phone, I just want point and shoot. You know what's the thing that most like Android people say of why Android is superior to iOS? Which for me, it doesn't matter, honestly. I don't care which one is superior or not. I just know what works for me. But what they argue is, oh, you have more freedom of doing things. You can download whatever you want. You can use it whatever you want. You can customize it. You can crack it and this and that. But honestly, cracking games, cracking services like can be a music provider or anything, it's just not what I do anymore. And I see many of the Samsung users don't. And everybody right now wants to switch to Samsung just because there is the flip phone. The flip phone and the foldable, groundbreaking technology, honestly, is amazing. I actually had a flip phone. It was the best phone. It was amazing. But for a month, for 2 years, for 3 years, no, just for a short period. Why? Because it's a gimmicky. The foldable, the flip phones are just a gimmick. At the moment, there is no real use for it. Why would you actually use a flip phone which costs like an iPhone, costs like a full flagship, but the camera is worse, the battery is worse, and the screen, it can crack because I had it. And in winter in Canada, where I am right now, when it goes -0 and you're not driving, because I used to take the bus at the moment, you open it and you can hear the screen cracking. So it's a gimmick. It's fine. If you like it, you can have it for a season or two, and then you know you're going to swap it. You're not going to keep that phone for long. So in my opinion, if you're anything like me and you want a phone that is not a full-fledged desktop, because Samsung that's what it makes of your phone. It makes a desktop, which is great. Absolutely great. But for me, honestly, I have my computer. I have my PC. I don't need a desktop in my pocket. I'm never gonna use it in that way. So for me, iPhone will work better. Does few things, it does them good. So to which iPhone do you think, guys, I will switch? But this is a tough choice. By my opinion, the iPhone Air, it looks amazing. Beautiful. Like I said before, it's just pure technology. How can you fit the same amount of battery? I don't think it's the same amount, but how can a phone that is that much slim have the same battery performance of the iPhone 16 Pro of last year? It was just literally last year, and it was bigger than this, that's for sure. But how can it have the same battery life? I mean, that's what Apple is saying, at least on their website. So I'm not sure if it's actually gonna be like this because it's gonna overheat so much. Hence the low recharging performance. Like it doesn't charge as fast as the iPhone 17. But if I were to go based on value for money, I would definitely go with iPhone 17. You have the Pro Motion, 120 hertz. You have the good battery. You have the good camera, 48 megapixels. The front-facing camera is the same as the Pro. Best value for money, no doubt. iPhone 17 this year, guys. So you should go with that one. But for me, honestly, I want something that has all the feature. I don't want to miss on anything that is coming out. I just actually never bought an iPhone Pro, and I hate it actually to have the biggest model ever. Like it can be the Pro Max, but I think this time it's time to change. Maybe I'll make a video on it. I'm really excited for the new iPhone, guys. But iPhone Pro Max will be my choice. Let me know in the comment what you guys gonna get. If you're gonna get an iPhone, or what's your take? Maybe you guys are Samsung Knight, like someone would say on the YouTube. Let me know if you know who says that. Well, I only have left to tell you guys to let me know what you guys think of this video. Was this information useful? And leave a comment below. And peace out.